So, you've got a game-changing software idea. That's awesome, but let's be real. If you're sitting there waiting for the perfect moment to get started, you're already falling behind. In this explainer, we're actually going to calculate the real tangible cost of that delay, especially, in the middle of this AI gold rush we're in. All right, let's dive in.
All right, let's just tackle the elephant in the room right away. Is it too late? Have you missed the boat on launching an AI software product? Look, the short answer is no. But it's getting later every single day. People were asking this exact same question about mobile apps back in 2012 and about e-commerce way back in 2010. The opportunity isn't just real, it's a ticking clock.
Okay, so first things first. Let's zoom out and get a really clear picture of the market landscape. Because here's the thing. While time is definitely of the essence, the actual scale of the opportunity, well, it's absolutely massive.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. $908 billion. That's the projection for the global SaaS market by 2030. This isn't some tiny pie we're all fighting over. No, this is an expanding universe of possibilities. Every single day, new niches are just popping up because industries are crying out for specialized AI tools. So the opportunity isn't just here, it's getting bigger.
So where are we in all this? This market adoption curve, it shows you exactly where we stand. And see that dot? That's you. That's today. We're past those really early, kind of Wild West days, for sure, but we're right in that sweet spot, right before the whole thing gets super crowded and the competition becomes absolutely brutal. The window's wide open right now, but make no mistake, it is closing.
And this right here, this is the real cost of waiting. It's not that the market is going to disappear overnight. No, it's that someone else is out there solving your problem for what could have been your customers, and they're doing it right now. They're becoming the go-to solution, the default choice, and building a lead that just becomes almost impossible to overcome.
Okay, enough with the abstract ideas. Let's talk actual numbers. Let's make this concrete. What does a 6-month delay really cost you in the real world?
So picture this. We've got two founders. Let's call them Founder A and Founder B. Founder A, they jump in today. Within just a few months, they've got 50 paying customers. They're getting real-world feedback, building a reputation. Now, Founder B, they wait. They hesitate for just 6 months. When they finally launch, they're not walking into an open field. Nope. They're trying to compete against an established leader who already has all the testimonials, all the authority, all the credibility. And here's the kicker. In those 6 months of waiting, Founder A hasn't just built a better product. They've also brought in almost $15,000 in revenue. Think about that. That's $14,700. Cash that could have been in your bank account, but is now funding your competitor's growth. That is the immediate, painful cost of doing nothing.
And this is the fundamental shift that happens, right? You go from being a potential leader, a pioneer in an open field, to just being another competitor trying to play catch-up. And every single day you wait, that hill you have to climb just gets a little bit steeper.
But honestly, that lost revenue, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real cost goes way beyond that initial cash. It builds into something so much more powerful, a compounding advantage. It's like a snowball rolling downhill.
You see, the real engine of any early-stage company is what we call the compounding feedback loop. And it's actually pretty simple. Every new customer gives you insights. You use those insights to make the product better. A better product makes it way easier to get more customers, and the cycle just keeps going. It creates this powerful momentum that anyone starting late finds it's almost impossible to catch up to.
And this is what that cycle looks like in action, right? It's a virtuous cycle. You get your first customers. You gather that real, raw feedback. You iterate and improve the product. That helps you sharpen your positioning, your marketing message. And guess what? That makes it even easier to accelerate your growth. So that founder who started 6 months ago, they're not just 6 months ahead in revenue. They're 6 months ahead in knowledge. And I love this quote because it just nails it. The real hidden cost isn't the revenue you didn't earn. It's the knowledge you didn't accumulate. I mean, sure, the missed revenue stings, but the missed knowledge, that can be fatal for a new business. That's 6 months of customer feedback, of learning what works and what absolutely doesn't. That's an asset you just can't buy. You can only earn it by being in the game.
Now look, for decades, there were actually some really good reasons to wait. Building software, it was hard, it was crazy expensive, and it was so slow. But that entire world, that entire way of doing things, it has been completely turned on its head.
Think about it. You used to need a whole team of engineers. You needed a huge budget, we're talking 6 figures easily. You needed a long timeline, like 6 months, maybe even a year. And you needed a big team. Well, AI has come along and systematically dismantled every single one of those barriers. The old reasons for waiting, they're not reasons anymore. They're just excuses. I mean, just look at this. The old way, back in 2022, you'd need a team of 4 engineers working for 3 to 6 months. The new way, today, one person who doesn't even have to be a techie using an AI platform for a couple of days. The gap between your idea and a real working product has never, ever been smaller in history. This is the new reality.
So, okay, if all those old massive barriers are just gone, what's left? What's actually stopping people? What's the real path from where you are right now with that idea in your head to having actual paying customers?
Well, for most people, the final hurdle is this. It's a fragmented process. It's friction. You're trying to duct tape a bunch of disconnected tools together, use one AI tool to see if your idea is any good, then another one to actually build the app, then yet another one to write your marketing copy. All that coordination, all that context switching, it stops most people dead in their tracks before they even really get started.
And this is where having an end-to-end platform completely changes the game. It takes that entire journey and integrates it into one seamless workflow. You go from idea validation, figuring out if people will actually pay for this, to building the app, to generating all your marketing assets, and even getting help acquiring your first customers. It removes that final barrier of friction.
So really, this is the bottom line. The technology is here. The platform is here. The opportunity is happening right now as we speak. The only variable left in this whole equation is you. It's your decision to actually take that first step.
And look, if any of this has resonated with you, if you're feeling that little spark, there are really clear, simple ways to move forward. Like today. You can watch the complete guide that breaks all of this down. You could attend a free live workshop and see this whole process in action. Or, you know what? Just start the free platform trial and start playing with your own idea. The time for waiting is over. The time for building is right now.